Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the 77th episode of the On Blast Show. And tonight, I am going to add my special co-host, which is going to be none other than a female in the FGC. Who would have thought? In my opinion, one of the only females with an actual set of balls to step up to the plate and rep. So without further ado, let me add Miss Tricky Shadow, who is obviously always a guest on the show. Always welcome and a true fan of the show. So she is going to be co-hosting the show with me today.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm hanging in there. Just getting home from work and setting everything up, and I'm good to go now. So you are going to co-host the show tonight, which means you can tell anybody off, you can kick them off, you can tell them get the fuck out of here if you want. You are the queen of the day.
Oh, okay.
So I am going to make this show your rules stay. So whatever rules you want to make throughout the show, it's your rules. Did you get the chance to catch the Capcom Cup this weekend?
Part of it.
Did you hear about the Nemo fanatic? Yes, I'm going straight into it, people.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Not the whole thing, but some of it.
I mean, I look at it this way. If you ain't got the money to bet, don't bet. Because if you lose and you got to pay up, it hurts a lot more. Especially when you're going in there with the attitude that, oh, I'm just going to blow this kid up, and to get blown up the way he did. I believe it was 20-5. It's pretty bad. I mean, I think I could have actually never playing the game gone at least 24. You know, so
yeah.
I mean, I could have gotten a couple of wins. I would have scared him to death. I would have did anything under the sun. I would have did. But one of the things I want to address, we're going to be bringing Yipes into the call tonight, and Yipes was actually there. And after talking with Yipes, he apparently has a different story to A, how it unfolded, B, the actual results, because people got to keep in mind it was not streamed. So nobody knows, unless you were there, what actually had taken place.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and my point is, you know, everybody's kind of throwing Fnatic under the bus pretty bad. But, you know, a lot of people don't know the entire story. So I don't know if it's going to sway people's opinions, but we're going to bring in Yipes and have him explain what he saw and how it all unfolded, and of course the money situation.
Right.
You know, that's you know, I think that's the thing that most people are kind of pissed off about. You know, that the lack of funds, you know, with the amount of bet. But for what I'm being told, originally the bet was supposed to be $8,000.
Mm-hmm.
And then it got chopped to $4,000, and then from $4,000 somehow it became $2,500. I have no idea how that works, but you know, I guess people just, you know, I don't know why people just don't play for the love of the game. That sounds so cliche-ish, but athletic-wise, you know, just play for the game. Prove what you can do just by playing. This whole money thing, I'm sorry that the tournaments don't give you enough to live off for life, that you feel like you got to go around being pool hustlers and swindling each other and then calling each other friends. Why not just ask the dude, yo, I'm kind of tapped with cash this week. You think I could borrow like $2,500? It'd be a lot easier. You know, but so we're going to have Yipes on. We're also going to have Adonis in all caps from Korn in as well. Which should be pretty hype, because I know they have a message they want to deliver to various people today. We're going to talk a little, and keep this in mind, people, a little bit about episode 49, the lost episode that everybody's been itching to get their hands on, that I somehow managed to find it. I am not going to play it in its entirety, but I will go through it a little bit and definitely analyze some of it. And hopefully, you know, as a scene, we can actually learn from it. I mean, I've reached out, you know, this past week to Chen and Ultra David once again and offered, you know, to sit down and talk, but you know, the answer is the same as it always is. You know, we don't deal with racist, homophobic, and, you know, all the other things they can throw at me without ever meeting me. So, you know, I'm going to go through that a little bit. Over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to kind of play a little bit here and there. What is this? We always... But... So, once again, now, I know you've introed yourself, but, you know, different people, different strokes, different folks. Introduce yourself to the people that are watching so they know who you are. You're obviously from down in the Florida area.
Yep, Florida.
Your game of choice is?
I don't even know anymore.
What was
I
it?
have no idea. Well, it was AE. And then, but nowadays I just play Tekken because I actually enjoy that more and I play that longer. So that will actually be a better answer than AE because, yeah. I mean, it doesn't cut it when you play El Fuerte because he's, like, stupid. But you either are terrible with him or you know what you're doing. So, and in my case, I was winging it and have 50-50 chance with everything, so yeah. Game of choice is that. And I prefer Tekken though. That's just me. I will never play Marvel, please don't ask.
You know, I broke down. And after Capcom Cup I bought fucking Marvel. Yes, I have to admit it. I am going to be playing Marvel vs. Capcom, and I've already picked my team. It's Wolverine, Morgan, and Doom. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to produce anything from it. I mean, I ain't aiming for infinites, you know. But I just want to. You know what? I see Luda Styles. Marvel's dead anyways. I understand that. But the people that are lingering on are still the top players. I just want to beat one or two of them, just to make them hate me just a little bit more.
Fair enough.
You know, that's pretty much all it's about. You know, so I mean, I'm not playing the game for the love of Marvel, trust me. But I will say this: you know, the last couple of events that I've gone to, I've actually watched the Marvel, and I gotta say, you know, after the Capcom cut, it just kind of intrigued me. You know, it just intrigued me to the point. Hold on a second. But yeah, so I mean, I'm gonna give a shot at Marvel. I don't know how good I'm gonna get. I mean, I've been playing the game for an hour. An hour in it, and I'm already doing 99 hit combos by myself. So I mean, you know, if I actually follow some people, or bite or steal some tech off of somebody, maybe I can get good.
Yeah, apparently that's the way to go.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't want to use the typical teams. I'm not going for 100% combos and infinites and shit like that. I just want to pretty much, I just want to compete. You know, at the end of the day, I just want to compete in it. Not my favoriteest of games, of course. Uh-oh, what do we got here? I'm getting tweeted. Wow, we get tweeted a lot. It ain't going. I'm not going that crazy. Let me tell Junior. Junior wants to come on. Junior, you can always come on. Just message me on Skype. Let me just announce it. Like, yes, you can come. Okay. But yeah, I mean, obviously Capcom Cup was actually pretty high. America getting bodied once again, except in Marvel. Which I just find it ironic that, you know, the guy who took 4th place in Marvel walked away with more money than the guy that took 1st place at the end of the day for money matches. I mean, Nemo basically stood and made $7,000 in a money match and taking 4th place. Yet Chris G took, you know, $1,000 for the versus Evo, plus I forgot what the final was for the final payout for Marvel for first. It's really ironic. Who's this? I got no Twitter. I'm asking if I can come on here. Give it a few. So, you know, like I said, oh my God, OBS Salavia is here. If you play on a PS3, you know what? I'm playing all of these on Xbox. For some reason, I keep buying the Capcom games on Xbox. I don't know why. I just think they play better. All right, let me add Mr. NaTaS in. He wants to come in. Who would have thought NaTaS would come out? You know why he's coming out? Because I told him months ago that I lost the episode 49. What's up?
Hello.
Yo.
What's up, guys?
I kind of got to admit, I'll admit it on air. I'm a holdout.
A what?
I'm a holdout. I held out on you. I held out privy information. I had episode 49. I've been sitting on it the whole time. That's why I wasn't so gun-ho with Twitch about getting it back, because I was like, oh, I got it. So, I'm going to use it.
Did you have it by mistake and you didn't know you had it?
No, I had it the whole time. I knew.
Oh, okay.
I just figured I'd wait, you know, as a Christmas present. I would release episode 49. Pieces of it and analyze it and use it for a instructional guide of how, as a community, we can better ourselves. Or just for shits and giggles, play pieces of it every once in a while just to piss people off.
Oh, God. I would just upload it.
You know what? I'll give it to you to upload, inevitably, you know, but I want to do it in sections.
Okay.
Just to go through things that are pertinent. I don't know if you saw this week, again, people reached out, including myself, to like James Chen and Ultra David.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I saw that reply. Well, I saw only James Chen reply.
Yeah, well, I mean, Ultra David don't reply because apparently I'm beneath him.
That or you're blocked.
You know, no, I'm not blocked.
No?
No. But it's okay to go on Al Jazeera. Really? I don't know. But call me a little crazy, but isn't Al Jazeera like the anti-American news channel? And they're okay to talk to, but yet little old me on a podcast is the evil one. You would think I'm Saddam Hussein.
Are you?
I could be. See the fire in the background burning? That's like hell. I'm in hell right now. But no, what'd you think of the Capcom Cup?
I thought it was good. I enjoyed watching the actual tournament. I mean, I was a little confused on how they got the Marvel guys. Did the Marvel guys qualify or were they picked?
They were picked.
So it wasn't like the Street Fighter 4 one. The Street Fighter 4 was qualified.
Yeah, no, it was actually guys that were. It was voted on.
Who the fuck voted on like some of these guys that was in there?
I don't know.
Like, no offense to King Blue River, but why the fuck was he there?
Because I think it was based off of results overall, like for the year.
But you just said it was voted, but by who? It wasn't voted by the people or some shit?
No.
I don't know what kind of fucking voted they goddamn did.
It was voted by the Illuminati members who, you know, feel that, they're the ones that can make that decision.
My problem was, how do you have the Canada Cup and you don't even have the Evo champ part of that tournament? Does that make no fucking sense?
What do you mean?
Flocker's the Evo champion, right?
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah, but he wasn't part of that Marvel tournament.
No, he was part of they
the champion vs. champion fight.
Yeah, but that was only done because people were like, because people.
He should have been in the fucking tournament.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, again, this is, you know, a West Coast world, and again, I'm not jabbing at the West Coast people. I'm jabbing at the West Coast elite who feel that they can either preach to people through Twitter of what it takes to become a better person by pushing buttons, or, you know, how you should act, or what groups of people you should find acceptable and not acceptable. Who is it okay to insult? Who is it not okay to insult? Like, if you call Daigo, Diego, and Suarez, you must expect repercussion from the West Coast elite. But if you call JamessMK a criminal, that's okay. Who is locked up for 10 years. Or you being a puppet master, controlling me and pulling my strings. I'm surprised you're even coming out from behind the curtain tonight.
Yeah, you know what? I just got back a little while ago, so I was like, you know what, let me come on, because I actually don't have work the next couple of days, so that's why I figured I'd come on.
And you know, Ustream 1995-42. I agree, Flock is a great player, but I feel that they slapped him in the face by not you know, he just won Evo, and you don't put him in the Capcom Cup as a competitor, but like some kind of, I don't know, some kind of sideshow. You know, and you know, that's my point. Is he should have been headlined. You know, to add one more person or to add two more people would have not have killed that event.
Yeah.
You know, just to make it even where everybody plays out, and it's not an odd number. You know, so I mean, it was still hype
to watch. I enjoyed watching it.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you right now, I watched the Capcom Cup and I watched Marvel. I don't think and then after the fucking Marvel, I went out and bought the fucking game. Why, I don't know. I just from watching the matches, I'm like, you know, I think I might want to play this now. It's something different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but and I'm gonna.
I can't get into that game. It's just too fucking fast paced for me.
You know, I sat with it for a little bit, and after a little bit, it wasn't as bad as I used to complain about it. I don't know, maybe my eyes, as I'm losing my sight, I don't see the colors as much anymore.
Who knows, maybe.
I don't know, because I mean, when I first started looking at the game, I was like, dude, it looks like a light bright. It just exploded on my fucking, in front of my face. I couldn't tell what was going on, and now, apparently, it's fine. So what's the deal with KI, man? I see you tweeting out there.
Man, fuck that rank fucking mode, bro. This fucking rank mode is so fucking annoying. Yeah, tell me how you fucking win and you go down fucking rank. I mean, you serious? I don't know. I heard there's a graphical glitch, but that graphical glitch is still causing your fucking rank to go down. It's very aggravating. A lot of players have been fucking pissed off about it. I sure have been pissed off about it. But the good thing is my Cronus Max came in the mail today, so now I'm playing on the PS3 controller, so it feels a little better. Even though I got my ass kicked by fucking playing Max, we played like fucking 40 games and he beat me like 38 to like 11, I think it was. But, you know, it's still good to play on a PS3 pad.
KI on a pad? Oh, God.
Well, no, it was a PS3 pad. That's an Xbox pad now.
I don't care any pad, man. You got to play. That's straight up, that's an arcade game.
I can't play on sticks anymore, man. It's been so long since I played on arcade sticks.
Yeah, well. I'm gonna pick it up probably maybe Christmas time. I don't know yet. I just saw something else where who was it? Cody on Twitter sent me a tweet about the DRM shit kicking in again, and it kicked on like right before Art was doing some kind of tournament. And they
yeah. I actually saw when that happened.
I mean, that's Microsoft at its best, reneging on their deals just to get some sales. I mean, I don't know. Microsoft has got to change the tune of their drum.
Well, remember, it's only that whole thing with the checking the game. It's only for digital stuff, digital downloads.
Yeah, but
physical copy games doesn't have that problem.
Okay, but the point is, you're trying to push it. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to push it as a company because they want to do more digital stuff because it's more affordable for companies, less in production. So they're going to save a shitload of money. But, you know, did JamessMK move or something? Where is the kitchen? Yes, Sal, I did move. I now am in a different apartment.
Yeah, where is Sal's there? Man, where the hell has he been at?
Yeah, I don't know. The DRM thing, I'm not digging it. I'm just not digging it. It's just it's too invasive, to be honest. A company, you know, especially for the amount of money I'm paying for your system, just leave me the fuck alone. Be happy I bought it.
Yeah.
You know, and Sony's got, you know, ain't in much better shape either. You know, like I said, both of these two companies, in my opinion, are dropping the ball on a lot of stuff. You know, Sony's, you know, I found out that Sony did not include something as simple as sharing the digital media across a network. Now you can download an app, I'm sure that'll allow you to do it. But like I download any movies or music or whatnot that I ever acquire, I stream it across my network.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to be able to connect. Now they're telling me you can't do that. So, you know, they're in no better shape. And, of course, both systems crashing, whatever, right out the box is always a plus. But, you know, like I said, I definitely think this mentality now that's slowly coming about since the whole, you know, Nemo thing. I've seen people put out petitions to get, you know, Fnatic tossed off of AGE.
Wait, what is this about? Because this is like new to me here.
All right, well, basically what had happened was Fnatic wasn't part of Capcom Cup, but he went there and money matched Nemo, and it was supposed to be originally for $8,000, from what I heard.
$8,000.
$8,000, and then the money just apparently went from 8 to 4. And he was like, okay, and then he played, and then he lost 20 to 5. When he lost 20 to 5, and it was time to pay up, he wound up giving him X amount cash, and then he PayPal'd him the rest.
Okay, so what's the problem?
That's what I say, but, you know, you're trying to blow up this match, and you're hyping it up. You should have the money that you know, you should have the money on you.
Well, but I mean, if you paid him, then everything's fine.
No, it didn't.
That's how I see it. As long as he got his money, everything's fine.
I agree with that, but it's the method of, you know, I expect the money cash. I want to walk out with cash. That's like me turning around and handing you a check. You know, especially being that it's a money match that's on a amateur level, not in the professional level. So it's like, you know, if I beat a guy in pool, I expect him to pay me now. I don't expect him to turn around and say, you know, give me a burger today and I'll give you fucking 2 burgers on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's the issue, I think, is the way that it went down.
Who's going to clarify that issue for us?
Yipes is going to be popping in.
Okay. Now, let me ask a question. I got news or something earlier on, and I'm actually wondering if you might know any info on this. But apparently, some of the players at VSG still have not been paid.
Yeah, that's correct.
Do you know what's happening with that?
I haven't reached out because, you know, I haven't had time. But I plan on reaching out to Rolando personally and finding out.
Yeah, because I already heard from 2 players about that. I saw 16-bit and Kerbalicious posting about that they were only paid in some and they're still owed money.
Hello?
How much some and how much they owed, I'm not sure.
Okay, I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. What's going on, guys?
We hear you. How you doing, man?
Chilling.
Yeah, I don't know who. I know some people have gotten paid some money. Some people haven't gotten paid at all. I'm gonna reach out to Rolando if I remember during the week and try to get to the bottom of it and hopefully get to the actual bottom of it. But
Good luck with that.
It's been like 6 months. Like, what the fuck?
they were supposed to be paid out the end of October.
But it didn't get paid. There's lots of people that didn't get paid.
Yeah.
I already know the deal with that shit. That dude is shady as shit.
But now, to play devil's advocate, because people will say, "Oh, but James, you supported the tournament," and they'll say Triforce supported the tournament, and that's, I support every tournament. I can't tell, who's gonna fucking pull a fast one, who's not gonna, and I'm not.
Wait, you even support UFGT?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here!
Why wouldn't I?
It's for the
Because
community.
that's run by a piece of shit fucking TO over there.
I didn't say nothing about supporting the assholes that run it. I just support the fact that, the Midwest has Umicon in that, and then it has Frosty Faustings. That's
Listen,
it.
I'm sorry, Midwest, that you got a real fucked up TO running fucking UFGT. I'm sorry. Who wants to push out dive kick 24/7? I'm sorry, guys.
If you're supporting a tournament, you're supporting the tournament, but you can't put the blame on people that support the tournament when there's one person that is in control of all the money, and it's not James and it's not Triforce. I'm pretty sure that if Triforce had the money, he would just give out the money just so people would stop bitching and blaming him for everything.
I mean, look, and I've said this to Triforce, I'll say it to you. I mean, Triforce ain't a cheap bastard. When he has money, he gives money.
He does.
I mean, I've watched him go into a diner and tell everybody order food. I sat on the phone with him, listening to motherfuckers order down a fucking lunch menu, and him saying, "I got it." And I'm going, "You got what?" And he's like, "Oh, I got all that food." And I'm like, "Dude, they just named food for like 20 minutes." So when he gives. I can't say that about a lot of people that are the upper echelon of this scene that would do that. Like, I mean, for example, let me call up, Ultra David and be like, I broke my toe. I don't have enough money to get there. Can you help me out? What do you think they're going to say to me? Besides, go fuck yourself.
They'll probably laugh at you and kick the shit out of you.
Well, they ain't kicking the shit out of me. We can reverse that one really fast. They're going to laugh at me, attempt to, and get fucked up. But again, that's me because I'm violent and you're the puppet master pulling my strings. So it would be your fault that I beat anybody up. You got to keep that in mind.
Wait, question. Since I'm the puppet master, how was the strings pulled at NEC?
Nobody pulled on my strings, unfortunately.
Nobody did?
No.
Well, I sent you there on a mission. And nothing got accomplished?
Yes, it did. I am the Windjammer champion.
Oh, God. I won't stop with this shit already. I can't wait until we get this shit popping on the run back.
Oh, God. But, nah, I mean, people in the community got to keep in mind that, as much as they want to bash Triforce, he's innovated this scene, whether those upper echelon people want to accept it or not. There were no teams before there was Triforce. Point blank. There was nobody pushing to actually grow this scene in a way that could actually be profitable across the board rather than just your own pocket.
I also have something to add on top of that, is that Triforce really doesn't get the credit that he deserves for helping the scene. And I don't know if you guys seen, they had they have this ESPN type of show. You know what I'm talking about, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So a lot of people might not know this, but the reason why that stuff was being covered was because Triforce was the one that went up to the person he talked to the person that runs the show or whatever and told them, listen, I'm going to have the results for NEC for you. so you guys have content to put on the show.
Okay.
And you know, that's like he's trying to put shit out there, and nobody else is doing that. But you know, like again, the community, because they don't like him for whatever shit happened in the past or whatever, like they just go off of that and then they just run with it. They just want to stay on the same shit forever and ever, and they don't do nothing to help the community, but they just want to automatically have shit given to them.
Yeah, they want, you know, what I see happening is it's a very mafia mentality. You know, don't ask me for the piece of rock that I got, but if you are going to profit from any piece of rock, I need a piece of that.
Yeah, that's exactly the mindset that they have.
And the problem is they can eat a dick because it's not going to happen. You know, it's not going to happen because, you know, even if you are to sell out in this utopia that may or may not become esports, you do realize you're labeled as a sellout, not an innovator at this point. Because at the point where the innovative side of it was the last 2 years, when they did grab the Mortal Kombat, and they did grab the KOF, and the Tekkens, and the Soul Calibers. That was the time where these people are going, hey, this person was really, you know, he was up in his game knowing what is going to catch on. Now the people that pop in here are basically, oh, well, he's afraid he's going to lose what little he's got, so he's going to let us consolidate him.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I respect, you know, CEO, but, you know, I think point blank that Alex saw the writing on the wall, and he hedged his bet and said either Evo or Esports, and he chose this direction because he thinks it's going to be more profitable.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the tournaments that they have, the proof is in the pudding. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Tricky, you there, or you go MIA on me?
No, I'm here. I'm here.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Sure.
Yes.
She didn't get lost in the call.
Okay, I don't want you to get buried and drowned out. You know, if you want to tell one of these guys shut the fuck up, be my guest.
Oh, by the way, shout outs to the stream. What's up, guys? What's going on?
Last week, was it last? Yeah, last week you guys killed me over there, man, because you guys were feeding back through your mics, and then I heard everybody in the background. I was fucking going nuts, dude.
I heard the recording. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
What happened?
Well, because you and Sandford were so close, even if you were in the same rooms, plus Lilith was in the background, I guess that was. Which is amazing that I could actually decipher the voice from only meeting her once. Because that's how goddamn clear it was coming through the mic. So she was talking, and I was hearing her twice. I was hearing him through his mic and your mic.
Yeah, because Sanford decides to pull out his laptop like two feet away from me. You know what I'm saying?
So the whole time you two were right next to each other.
Well, see, here's the thing, right? It's because of the stuff I'm doing on the side, like making mats and shirts and shit. I have to have my computer in the living room, and the printer is too big for me to not leave it in the living room. So the cord is short, so I can't put my computer in my room.
What kind of printer you got?
It's an Epson 4880.
And that prints the actual shirts?
I mean, the images.
The images? I gotta get a silkscreen machine is what I want.
Yeah, there's different ways to go about doing it.
I mean, I seen the digital. You know, which is actually, it's looking like it might be better. Because I actually got to do more runs of shirts and shit. I got to get some OBS panties and shirts and hoodies and sweaters.
I just said panties.
I did the thong already.
You did the thong? How do you like it? Does it fit you good?
No, it didn't fit me good, but the girls that were sporting it said they were pretty snug.
Oh, you need to take some pictures, bro. Send that over here.
Who says I don't have pictures?
Oh, well, who said that, you shouldn't send them?
They did.
Oh.
Who says I listen? No, I do.
Oh,
I'm a good guy.
That's all right. We'll talk in person next time I see you.
Yeah. I'll bring.
By the way, you still owe me a drink.
Yeah, I know I do. Well, you know what?
It was fucked up.
No, it wasn't fucked up. I was coming from Brooklyn. I was like, all right, I'm going to swing by because he's probably in Brooklyn. I hit you up. You were like, yeah. And then I was like, where you at? And you didn't hit me back till like an hour later. And I'm like, I was already coming back into Manhattan.
How the fuck am I going to be in Brooklyn on my birthday?
No, but if you told me where you were at, I would have gotten off downtown in the village. Instead, I wound up going all the way up to fucking Penn. And I'm like, really? Am I going to go all the way back downtown to get 5 shots with, what is it, 5 shots, $10 at Continental?
Well, yeah, I mean, we went to another place. It's called Hog Pit.
I don't know that place.
It's by my boy's job, and they got like a pool table in there, darts and shit. So there's lots of shit to do.
You mean like games that don't require like video game dexterity? Holy shit! Oh, but they got a Pac-Man machine there too.
No, don't got none of that. They got chicks over there though, so
that's a good thing.
Well, that's always a good thing. But yeah, like it was cool. I had a good time.
And you're how old now?
I am 28.
Damn,
I know.
I can't believe 28 years young.
Yeah, 28 years young. Yeah.
Dude, that was almost 20 years ago for me.
Don't worry, I'm catching up.
Unfortunately, nobody's catching up. I'm older than Uncle Vi.
It's all right. Triforce is catching up.
He's getting gray in those fucking dreads. I saw that.
I know. I have to tell him
Yeah.
he's gonna either need Rogaine or he's gonna need to shave that shit off.
I think he should go straight up shave it.
Yeah, I told him that, but yeah, he's doing it for his dad. That's why he's growing it out. So.
Oh yeah. Oh, can't knock that then.
Yeah.
Yes, Orkman, I know everybody wants the OBS hoodies. I'm going to print more up. Like I've been saying it for the last couple of months, but obviously with a divorce and fucking moving and fucking getting jerked around with my job here and there, financial situations had to be resituated to keep myself in a house, which outweighed hoodies.
So that means no hoodies.
It's
for now.
For now.
Nigga said an OBS fleshlight.
You know what? I'm gonna make fucking fleshlight covers. OBS fleshlight covers.
We're gonna have like blankets and sheets for when you want to go to tournaments and shit. When you're in the hotel room, you got your own sheets and shit, your own OBS sheets, condoms.
That's actually. I'll have a patch burnt onto them so they got holes in them. Like, oh, my bad.
Yeah, I don't think that'll work very well.
Hey, you know what?
Wait, whoa! You said condoms. Like people are actually going to use them at a tournament.
Wow, damn. Well, I mean, the smart ones will.
Okay.
Well, anyway, like,
and they got a hole in the tip, so that way you could really be on blast.
Oh God, help me! I'm going to hell. So yeah, so as I was telling Natus, the Magic Lost episode 49 will be coming out in dribs and drabs. I'm going to put a little bit of it up tonight. I think I'll just go with the intro. That was good enough just to turn heads. Let me see something here. Hold on.
Yeah, you know my what is it? The little group I made got some likes. You know that?
What group is this? I didn't get invited.
I didn't send you an invite.
No.
It's called the Professional Female Hustlers.
Oh yes, I am. Okay. I didn't know you started it. I just saw a female in Hustlers. I was like,
yeah, I think I remember seeing that also.
I'm like, I like both females and Hustlers, so I'm good. I'll get in there.
No, yeah, but they're the professional female hustlers. You know what I mean? I got a lot of like fuck yous and all types of shit. When I opened it up, people would just like, mostly females, they'd hit me up. They'd be like, "What the fuck is this shit? Why am I invited to it?" I'm like, I invited a lot of people.
What?
Nina said "fuck you," and I was like, okay. Well, what are you gonna do? And then Chris posts on it, "I'm a sexy man beast." That's his first post on it.
Oh shit!
I gotta find it now. Let me find the group.
Oh, good.
Let me go and find it.
Noel goes, wait, what does he say? Noel goes, Is anyone gonna post any women here though? He's like, I would, but then I would just look salty by putting my ex-girlfriend.
Oh shit.
Oh my god, I love it. This community is the best. When they want to be. Where's douchebag?
I don't know. He said he wanted to come on, so I'm gonna find out where the hell that cocksmoker is right now.
Another piece of shit that fucking didn't give me my drink. He owes me one also.
He's probably paying KI.
Yeah, we got salty over getting second place. Nigga got some saber wolf in his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Second place. Don't cry for me, CDjr. You still got $50.
Did anybody hear what Marlon Pie had to say earlier on?
Marlon Pie say about what?
He did a stream earlier.
Yeah, he was addressing the whole Nemo thing. Like I said, I'm going to let Yipes talk. Yipes was in the room too, and he knew what happened, and it got blown out of proportion a little bit more than I think it really needed to be.
Okay.
Like I said,
I heard that this dude Nemo went and posted on PDP's page or some shit, asking for the rest of the money.
Really?
That's what I heard. I mean, I don't know if it's true or not.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Like that.
Either that or you send me $2,500 or you give me 2,500 sticks.
He's gonna use the money so he could get a dick implant.
Wait. What are you trying to say?
Well, I don't know. You figure it out. Sometimes, looping isn't enough.
Oh, God.
Where's that picture of me face palming? That's what I need.
What was that?
A picture of me just face palming the whole time. I need to find that. Because that's what I'm doing as I'm listening.
Take a picture. Take a selfie. I hate that word.
Oh my god, when Kat said that shit, she's like, let's take a selfie. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I don't even know what that is. Explain that to me. It's like, look, you just take a picture. I'm like, oh, you mean you wanted to take a picture with me? Okay.
Why you gotta call it a selfie?
No, it's like I'm giving myself a high five. That's what I initially thought it was. Like I'm supposed to give myself a high five.
It's a positive reinforcement technique used for psychologists. Give yourself a selfie. Be like, yo, when the show's over, I'm gonna go to www.xxxvideos.com and I'm gonna give myself a selfie.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, what I was saying earlier though about the whole West Coast thing. The scene is so fucking hypocritical, man. It's so hypocritical. It drives me fucking bonkers. It's got people that think they're in positions of power in a community that has no leaders.
That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make those leaders.
And any time that you try to make a leader, what you wind up getting greeted with is, well, why you rocking our boat? This is the Capcom community. No, it's not. It's the fighting game community. Get it out of your fucking heads. You didn't invent tournament play. I mean, motherfuckers were playing in tournaments of chess a hell of a lot longer. They're both games. Don't think you're innovative the way you've done your tournaments. You set up a bunch of CRT monitors back in 1992 or whatever, or 3, and played fucking Street Fighter Turbo, and made a winner. What was the difference between that and what we used to do in the arcade, which was 30 guys came to the arcade, everybody put $5 a head in, the winner fucking stays, the loser's out. Except we made it harder because we didn't have a losers group. You lost, you're gone. And the winner takes the money.
I'm just saying, James, we could throw a nice little tournament in your house right now. I'm looking at that shit. You got some nice room over there.
Yeah, I got some room, man. I got some room. I definitely do. My kitchen's twice as big as this room.
Oh, hey now.
You know, so I mean, and I got fucking outlets out the wazoo, and I don't pay, well, I don't know how my fucking landlord would be with the fucking electric bill going up because it's covered when he got that $700 fucking electric bill one month.
Oh my god.
I see the facepalm pic.
Is it that bad? Tricky?
That bad.
That bad?
That bad.
Well, it's about to get worse.
What was the face palm for?
Oh man.
Was it something I said?
A lot of things that you said. Oh man.
Now, let me ask you this. Now we have a woman's touch in the OBS house. And I'm not telling you have to put the apron in the freaking, the broom and clean the house. But I want you to be able to say exactly what you feel as far as this community as a whole, where it can, Jazz, you have to wait. I'm in the middle of something. I can't have Jazz going ham yet. But what is it that makes you facepalm? And obviously that's important because that's something that, if it genuinely makes you facepalm out of the fact that you're like, oh fuck, these guys are fucking nuts, or is it a low facepalm because apparently girls are offended by this show? That's what I was told.
Why are they offended?
I don't know. Apparently, I say things that are so bad, like the app, as you streamer 695544 says, the apparatus of the schism is
the schism.
were you on that
back.
day? You were on that day.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because, like I said, I talked to the cat for like 4 hours the next day. And he threw one or two of them in there, but he threw a lot of new ones out. And he's a good guy. He's good intent. And he wants to see women grow in the scene. Now, I'll be honest with you. I don't know if he wants it to grow with women so he has a better chance of getting quote-unquote laid, or does he want the women to grow in the scene just for the sake of, there being more acceptability of women in the scene?
Or maybe a little bit of both.
Or a little bit of both. So anyway, I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, women have to, women had to get up and say, yo, motherfucker, I'm going to vote. And if you don't like it, you can fucking suck on my left tit. But
they would be like, okay.
Go vote first.
Oh man, there goes the facepalm. But
but the truth is that the original group of women that are going to quote unquote infiltrate this scene are gonna and I've said this to people and they're like, oh well, they shouldn't have to change. Everybody got to change. Everybody got to get harder skin. Mm-hmm. The pro whole thing that gets thrown out. Like I said, my whole thing about that is, look, if 90% of the guys in this scene can't get laid in a whorehouse with a roll of hundreds, here you got girls that actually are turning around and saying, hey, I want to hang out with you, and you're blowing them up instead.
Well, I don't want to hang out with them, so it's okay.
That's a different story. That's a different story. But then don't blow the game for the other guys. Because remember, son, this is their only hope. They're flying the X-Wing into the Death Star right now and they're all dying virgins getting blown up.
Well, the people that get pussy won't mind what I have to say because they'll get it anyway.
That's true. But, like I said, Tricky, what do you want to see this scene? How do you want to see the scene? I mean, I know you get your balls broken from time to time by assholes.
That face palm is legit.
Yeah. So what is it that you want to see for this scene, and how do you see it being able to grow in a way that you would feel more accepted and more comfortable?
Well, honestly, I feel like I won't be accepted ever. But at the same time, it's like, well, it doesn't.
Well, why do you feel that way?
Because it's like with me, like some people's been in this community long enough to get the help they need or help themselves. Haven't been in this community that long, so the second I start, all they see is this terrible person playing terribly. Then they think that once they see that I'm playing terribly, they're assuming that I'm doing this for attention and not to get better. Then later, they see I'm actually improving. So it's half of the people who actually see the improvement do see, hey, this person's actually trying. Which, back to the word person, it's not even person, it's girl. Clearly, I'm a girl. So they say girl. Versus
Well, wait, I have to ask you this.
person.
I gotta ask you this because, we have those tricksters in this community. You are stating for the record you are a girl, correct?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Just making sure.
Fully, right?
Full.
We got a lot of undercovers.
If anything, the one thing I try to be is honest as possible. I am a girl.
Okay.
Yes, I am. If you see me, you would know. What I was saying though is, like, they see improvement, and then still there's those people who assume that I'm doing it for attention, not to actually get better. But you have to think, like, why would I be here out of all places to get attention?
Because
if I want to get attention, then I would try for something else to get attention. That's just me personally. Some people actually try to get attention, like, I don't know, because there's, a majority guy community, so they figure, hey, so the second they see me, all these people are going to be like, whoa, there's a girl, we're going to look. But some people, in all honesty, most people are not going to look at you because they're playing Marvel, whatever. They're not actually focused on you. So, disclaimer, they're not being focused unless someone's really thirsty at that time. Then you'll be focused. But I mean, before that, like, people are going to think your attention, and that's already a negative. I still already, now after being in this community over a year now, I still have that, you're not all that good, so you're just looking for attention. So I'm not getting better, I guess you could say, because the character I use in AE is retarded, and I should be using him in the first place. And no one's really, in this area at least, doesn't play Tekken. There are people who do play Tekken, but it's hard for me to play with other people.
You use Forte?
What?
Who do you use? Forte, right?
Right.
All right.
Do you, like, see, here's what I think about Forte. I think that people that use Forte don't even know how they're going to do. There's no way to gauge that character, how well he's going to do in a tournament, because he's so 50-50. He's not a solid character. That's the thing. So, like, you're putting yourself in a situation.
Yeah, that's true. Cause like at first when I picked him, and I was like, hey, this character's kind of cool, and I was getting the hang of it. And when I actually play other people, I was like, there's no saying if I'm gonna win or lose this match against this person, depending on what random thing I do at that right time. So it's like, it's not even a guaranteed win. It's more like you might win, you might lose. So with people seeing that, instead of me constantly winning, they're seeing me losing or winning, and just fluctuating between winnings and loses. So
Wins
it's
and
like
losses?
Yeah, that. And you got me. But stuff like that. It's just like, and then.
Well, do people try to help you play and like step your shit up?
Not really.
From the community.
Mainly because I use El Fuerte. If I use a different character, if I use like a character most people in this area used, like then yeah, I'll get help. But because I play this character, you don't really get help with him because no one could tell you how to play him. You just make stuff up, apparently, and then learn how to do the loop, and that's it.
So don't you think that by picking the character that you picked, you're kind of segregating yourself from other people?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but now at the same time, on the flip side, I played Mortal Kombat 9. I used motherfucking Baraka. I segregated myself on purpose because I liked the character.
No, there was a few Baraka players.
In the beginning, no. It was me, some Cuban guy, before Tetris Spirit really started popping up on the scene.
But you're James, so there's a big difference.
But that's my point. Now, as a dude that's doing it, I'm looked at differently than if it's a girl. They're not, because I use Baraka, motherfuckers weren't coming up to me going, "Your ass is thirsty." I'd be like, "Dude, you knew I was thirsty before I even picked up the controller." You know, so it's very, you know, unless you're basically being compared to a top level player or a truly competitive person in the gaming community, if you are a girl, I would say 60%, 55. I don't want to totally bash on the community. 55 will say that they're just hungry and they're in the tournament to try and get some. You know, and it might be a little bit more tricky. I mean, you would probably know better as far as how much people break your balls. I mean, I've seen your Ask FM thing. Did you? I guess you closed that down, right? Or you still got
no, it's still there. I mean, I figure out which people are doing stuff. It's the same people who's constantly being complete assholes. So, I mean, that's just how they are. Even though I've helped that particular person and other people, there's a couple people. I helped them with stuff. Helped them tournament-wise, like rooms or rides and stuff, but I was just treated like crap because I'm such a nice person. People who actually get to know me see that I'm a nice person that's trying their best in the tournament. I'm not like going there to be like, you know, let me see something in this back room, we're gonna go be risque over here. No, I don't care about that. No one really cares about that. So I mean, I don't know. I just think it's silly because it's like I just try my best to be nice, and people just take that the wrong way. So, well, what can you say?
One thing I'll say, you know,
Thirsty.
Fuck these motherfuckers in the community. If they're taking advantage of you, I'll tell you this right now. Oh wait, I'll have a Reddit fucking copper fucking article written on me in a heartbeat. If somebody's gonna take advantage of you and in that way, like money, financially, and basically play with your mind, let me know, because I'll knock them the fuck out. Easy enough. You know, I plan on coming down to CEO. I got my drag outfit, so I'll be able to fit in well. I mean, I'm hoping, you know, Alex might try to take me out on a date or something. But, you know, the point is that, you know, it's this community who's trying to make, at the same time, statements that they're trying to actually make women feel welcomed in the scene, does completely the opposite by just doing that and saying that, well, we gotta, in order to make women feel more acceptable, we need to change the way we're wired as a community. No, you just got to tell the assholes to stop being assholes to the girls. You know,
or anyone really. Like, it's not just like, that's the way I see it. It's not like, not just me being treated mean just because I'm a girl. I'm being treated mean because I'm a nice person, and that could be anyone else. Like, guy or girl could be treated bad because of just being nice and friendly and being helpful. Now, the girl part is just, you know, thirsty people that are just thirsty and then be rude because they can't get any because they have nothing to live for. So, you know.
That's Matt OD.
And it's true. You know, it's true that, you know, unfortunately, this scene is the scene, and women are always going to get looked at cockeyed by the guy. Until a woman but look, Kayani does it. You know, Kayani actually produces high results, and you know, she gets her share. Girls don't come out and say it as much because they're kind of like, I just don't want to deal with it. You know, and the point is that I understand for the headache purpose, it's like women are more apt to just say, you know what, fuck this, I'm leaving the scene. You know, which that's the sad part of this scene is the growth and the potential for the growth that's there is getting snubbed by the very same people that say they want to grow it. James Chen, and again, I got nothing personal against James Chen. James Chen turned around and he said, I have nothing. He said, I got nothing against James, but the views of the show, And I said, but have you watched the show? You're going by, and these are supposed to be the smarter folk in our community. If you watch the show and see what happens on the show and just don't go by the Reddit and the NeoGAF articles that are written, we speak the same message. I just speak it more authoritative, than they do. They say people should treat women okay under their breath, and then they get an article written about how. What are you doing over there, Remix?
What is he doing?
It's they'll do it in a way where they'll get an article written about them saying, look at what Alex Vi and David and Markman and all these guys are doing to, stifle the aggressive homophobic behaviors in the community. And I'm going, you wrote an article, but I haven't seen nothing. I mean, unless I'm not part of the same community and I'm in a different universe. After that article was written, I haven't seen nothing proactive that's helping women or gays in this community for that matter. Which brings me to the point, my attitude. You all right over there, Remix?
Yep, I'm good. I just want to get some cookies.
It's basically, it comes down to this. You got an article written about you, but you ain't done nothing since that article. Or are they going to unleash this grand plan that's going to actually make some sort of difference? Because I don't see it. My attitude is, you're a girl, Remix is a dude, I don't give a shit who's got a penis.
Last time I checked.
I don't give a shit who has a penis, who has a vagina, who craves dick, who craves vag. I said, I just want everybody to be accepted for who the fuck you are. You're here to play games and make friends. You're not here to find your future husband. You're not here to find your future wife. We're here to actually play games, drink, and be merry. Fucking Robin Hood and his merry men. And women. And that's the sad thing that they say at the same time. Like I've seen James Chen say, like, well, I don't really want esports to take off. Why?
Did he say why?
No, I don't. I just saw like he wasn't really feeling the esports takeoff. I don't. He didn't mention why, or I didn't really dig into it enough. But
maybe because they won't let him commentate.
That could be. And somebody turned around and they said something to him. Well, you say what you say about James, but do you find it insensitive to go to an event and commentate wearing a sombrero and a fucking poncho? Are you trying to make some kind of statement there?
Or the El Fuerte players that use the Rey Mysterio Jr. mask.
It's like people can, nitpick and pull out whatever information they want and say whatever they want about me or Nelson, or Triforce. But the point is that everybody's doing their part that they think helps benefit the community and grow it.
I want the community to grow personally.
I mean, I want it to grow. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know in what direction. I mean, I want these kids to actually make money.
Well, then the only way that's going to happen is the esports route.
And I accept that. I accept that that's the route. But now,
nobody's going to put out the money. Like you can't. Like Evo, what is it? Jen got 5,000 for first. So you're telling me that a game like Street Fighter 4, right, that you have to put in mad work to do good in, right? It's not a scrubby game. You put mad work in for like a year or so, or 2 or 3, or however long it takes for you to get good, and you go to the biggest tournament that the fighting game community has to offer. That's not like something that's like sponsored by a company or something, and the prize is $5,000. That's it.
That's fucking.
And then meanwhile the stream, like if you have a Twitch account and you get like $3 for every 1,000 people that watch a commercial, there's like over 100,000 people watching Evo. And for imagine that, 100,000 people, and then for one commercial that they watch, they get $3 for every 1,000.
Yeah.
And you get $5,000 for first? Are you kidding me? And that's not even including venue fee. No. Lick my ass. That's what I gotta say to that. Lick my ass.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lick your ass, but I see it. And again, I don't begrudge the people that are trying to make money. I just, what irks me is masking the fact that they're trying to make money in the all I do for the community. You know, it's, I'm doing it for the community. Again, I've said this in the past. You're either the worst business motherfuckers on the entire planet, and I'm not going to use a Triforce line that you should just die, but leave the scene. For your own benefit, if you're going to turn around and kick around this bullshit that you make no money or it's equivalent to getting minimum wage, then you're a fucking idiot. You need to go back to college and get some sort of education. You know, I mean, I want the community to grow too, but I don't lose any money doing this show. If I was losing money doing this show, I mean, I gave shirts away, but I don't consider it a loss. I just go, it's shirts.
Thank you for the shirt, by the way. I'm gonna need that hoodie to match the shirt.
Oh, this one right here.
Oh yeah.
You don't get only two people have the black hoodie. Me and Tom Brady.
Oh shit.
That's the elite. That's the OBS Illuminati hoodie.
How do I get one of those?
Well, you know, you have a yellow streak running up your back. You have to share that yellow streak with me.
Well, yeah, what's that?
You'll figure that one out. I need an offering. You need to sacrifice a virgin to me.
Well, I won't be able to find one of those in this community. You want me to sacrifice a virgin for you?
Well, now wait. Correct yourself. Correct yourself.
Uh-huh.
Maybe you won't be able to find a girl virgin in this community, but you might.
A lot of dudes, yeah. Actually, you know what? I got somebody for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I won't put him on blast though.
But you know, I mean, it's, you know, for them to claim they lose how much they lose, you know, it's sad. I feel bad for them. If you're coming back and you're doing these events and you're losing money, then you are allowing yourself to get walked on. You're running your event fucked up.
So you want my yellow friends? Okay.
Now you figured it out.
Well, yeah, because I'm So Free wrote it and put me on. Thanks a lot, man. You made me look like a jackass for less.
That's why I said, think about it. You'll figure it out. But I mean, it's
You're an asshole, James.
I just watched Gamera today, and the two little not Gamera, Mothra, with the two little fucking girls that sing to him and shit. I'm like, I need like 2 4'4" Asians that'll sing to me, and that would and my life would be complete.
I need to go to Japan and have like a fucking orgy with like 8 Asian bitches, and I'll be in heaven.
Let's make it happen.
Listen, I'm with it.
I'm planning on going there by next summer.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, so then we're gonna have to make some plans.
Yeah. And I don't know if I'm coming back.
Well, shit.
I might go all fucking Genghis Khan over there.
If you didn't come back, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't blame you. I would not blame you in the slightest.
Oh, God. But needless to say, I am going to run a quick trailer, and I am going to add in your bestest friends.
My bestest friends?
Uh-huh.
Oh, God. I can't wait to see this. Oh, look, there goes Chris. What's up, Chris?
I'm going to add Chris in a minute.
Oh, God. Please don't.
Wait, who's bestest friends?
Remixes.
Oh, my bestest friends.
All right, hold on, guys. All right, let me We got 2 events coming up. We got 1, Defend the North, coming in New York, guys. Make sure you hit this up. Speaking of Chris G.
Freaking another Wii U game, man. Chris! Chris, what are you doing, man?
Leave me alone. I'm
I
done.
told you it's over, man.
That's over. I'm not done.
It's over. It's all over. Yo, what was that? Chris, who is this? Chris. Yo, gentlemen, are you free? Were you baited? Go ahead.
You get by. You get by. All right. You good? You all right?
No, I'm okay.
What you got?
Oh, we got Ultimate Combat. I got it.
Oh, you got no more to come back. Okay.
No,
Mr. Quest. Yo, Mr. Quest.
Oh, she's island. Good shit. What you get? Come on, Cardinal. Give me. What else? Where's the big 5?
Cross-tech.
What is this?
Where's Street Fighter?
Street Fighter mixed with like Kazooie and Jin or the Tekken guys.
Who are those characters?
It's the Tekken guys, the Mishimos.
This PS3 though. You know I only play 360.
Yeah, it's just a Blu-ray. You play the games in Blu-ray now.
What does that have to do with anything?
The Blu-ray.
Yo. Check what's inside, man.
I don't want to. You open it. You better pray to God.
What the fuck? Don't
What's so calibrated?
I want to see who's got the balls to come into New York's house and wreck some shit. And also, guys, obviously coming up, Apex this year, 2014. For y'all Smash folks especially, make sure your asses get out there. And I bring you this.
Fighting back with the vengeance.
Alright guys, so the weekend of January 17th, be sure to get out there to Apex, especially all y'all Smash players. They got good pots. Last year I went to it. It was a actually really good event, so definitely if you get an opportunity to get out to Jersey, do yourself a favor and get out there. And now I am having the privilege of one of the members, and I'm adding the other member of Korn right now, Mr. Adonis. What's up, Chris?
What up, dog?
What's up, Chris?
What's going on, fellas?
Not much. Just trying to figure out ways to improve this community as much as possible, because the people that claim that they are out for bettering the community only seem to be out to better themselves. You know, I was saying earlier, I find it ironic that, you know, I don't know, call me, you know, stupid. You would rather call me a racist, homophobic person and bash me, but then it's okay for a dude to go on Al Jazeera, and you don't look at that a little cockeyed. Well, that's because no other news network would want to really interview him.
Right.
You know, and you look at me and you say, oh, man, this guy does this, he does that, he does this. Even after I've reached out many a times to say, look, you know, let's just figure out a way. You know, we don't have to be bestest buddies, you know, but let's try to work for a common goal of making this community better. And all I've gotten greeted with was a wall and a face palm, as Tricky likes to say, basically saying, no, we don't want to deal with you. Wow. So now I took it upon myself, and people go, well, who the fuck do you think you are? I'm the motherfucking king of New York, motherfuckers. I do what I want. My utopia. If I want to help people, I help people. If I don't want to help people, fuck them. And,
Exactly.
I choose to help motherfuckers in this community with no intent of getting back. People can call me the old motherfucker, but I don't look that old now, because as y'all see, I colored my hair blonde again. You know, so I look good.
Just for men for the win.
I don't do that just for men. I go to the salon. I get my nails done, I get my toes done, and I get my hair done. I don't fuck around. You know, beauty comes at a cost, man. You know, so I mean, my whole thing is, you know, I'm looking, and I look to Korn as a perfect example, and I've said this in the past, as being labeled, but in my opinion, I would say out of all the events that you've attended, you specifically have brought hype to events. You get people out of their chairs, you get people wound up, and at the end of the day, you make events worth coming back to. And that gets no recognition. I mean, it does from people, yes. But the scene as a whole looks at it and goes, oh, Korn's just those angry niggers from Detroit. They don't really, you know, you get that emo bullshit mentality rather than just say, yo, first of all, these motherfuckers got jobs. They do what they're supposed to do. They want to basically cut loose a little bit. They come to a tournament and do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the recognition isn't there. And that's the part of this scene that is another change that has to happen, just like what I was saying earlier with the women thing. So, what do you know? What events you're going to be your next event that you're going to be attending?
We was trying to set some shit up for Apex, and it didn't go as planned, only because basically it didn't go as planned because what's that? I think that's MLK weekend or some shit. So the transportation situation is gonna be a little difficult. Like we're gonna have to be down there for like a whole week basically. And once again, because we not sponsored, we actually work for ours. We can't sit out of work a whole week. You know what I'm saying? We got families to feed, kids to feed, shit to do, bills to pay. So just off the fact we can't take a week off of work, we have things to do. So we want to attend that, but it's not looking good for a lot of us actually. I know for sure we're gonna be at Final Round. Winter Brawl is looking like a definite positive. We haven't decided if we're gonna go to SCR or NCR yet. So right now I'm looking at like Winter Brawl, Final Round.
So can I want to throw this out there because you know you guys were on 2 weeks ago and you were talking about Korn versus EMP. Now I know Nelson, you can't speak for EMP, but I think
in terms of what?
Get some money matches going, get some hype going. I think Korn versus EMP would be the newer bloods versus the old bloods.
Okay.
And let you guys shell out the plays and the details. But, you know, it's looking like Korn and EMP are the only two motherfucking organizations out there that bring any type of hype to this scene right now. You know, I know EG's over on the West Coast, and they made a great effort coming out to NEC. But there's no challenges. It's more like, oh yeah, we're just gonna make a click and hide in a room and fucking play the game together, and that's it.
Well, it also has to do with the games, also. You know what I mean? Like, the games are not exactly the greatest competitive games to display any type of skill. So,
and I can agree with that, but at the same time, you know my motto: y'all can't fuck with us.
Okay. Well, one of our members, I think you know him pretty well. His name is Yipes. I believe he got second at Capcom Cup in Marvel, losing to Chris G. And yeah, so that's one of our players that puts foot in ass on a repeated basis and has been doing so for years.
Did you watch Yumacon?
No, I didn't watch Yumacon. What happened at Yumacon?
So you didn't see James beat that ass?
No, I don't really. What is Yumacon? Isn't that like a little like carnival type thing where they have they give out like little free keychains and shit, right?
No,
they do like little tournaments.
That's actually one of the tournaments we have up here. It's mainly a cosplay event, but we tried to turn it into a little event for the FGC.
Oh, I respect that. That's what's up.
Which we're still trying to currently do to make it better for the FGC.
When is it?
Like end of October, beginning of November.
Because I never went to one before.
Well, you need to come out to the D.
All right. I have no problem doing that. I support the scene. If it helps the scene get better, then fuck it. Why not?
You know what? I guess the thing right now is like James said, it's only really I mean, it's a lot of teams out there. You know, you got Control, you got AGE, you know, you got a couple other teams. I'm about to say DMG, they're no longer around, but it's like James said. It seems like we the only two teams that either bring the noise, or got the most love, or got the most hate right about now. So I think it's only fitting that we clash heads right quick and see who come on top.
So what you trying to what do you have in mind? 5-on-5, 3-on-3? What you trying to do?
I know for sure right now we're doing a 2v2 in AE with Sandford, Kelly, and Dominion versus Alucard and Chrome. And Marvel, we already fucked y'all in Marvel at NEC, but if I want the run back, y'all could definitely get that run back. Just so you know. We fucked y'all niggas. We fucked Tom Brady and Injustice. What you know? I just really think y'all can't fuck with us at the end of the day. You know, and only game y'all probably gonna win or have a chance in. Is Injustice and Killer Instinct, and that's because nobody played them two games up here no more.
But not Marvel or Street Fighter.
Marvel or Street Fighter, the two mainstream games we gonna fuck regardless.
Really? You know Tampa Bison got second at Capcom Cup also, right? That's another EMP member for Cross Tekken.
And that's another unemployed nigga.
Hold on. Ain't Tampa Bison from Florida?
Yeah.
Why the fuck y'all got Florida niggas on EMP?
Well, I mean, you do realize that we
look. Hold on, B. Don't know that really matter. They can have, look, dog. They can have all the little Florida.
Hold on. Ain't New York the Empire State?
Yeah. What does that have to do with anything?
So what the fuck do Florida got to do with the Empire State, man?
Because we're a company that we don't just focus on fighting games. We focus on multiple genres of gaming.
Well, Tampa Bison plays a fighting game.
Exactly. So since he plays a fighting game, that would go in the category of different genres of gaming, so that means that you would pick up a good player.
Rep where you from, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got a dick ride Florida, man. I ain't got a dick ride, man. Y'all from the Empire State, man. It's like 8 million people in fucking New York, nigga. Y'all can't find no players in New York no more. I got a dick ride, Jay Bailey, them people, man. What's up, niggas? Y'all lucky.
First up,
hey, y'all lucky Florida ain't got their own team, because without Flocker, without Dew, without Tampa Bison, without the Florida boys and EMP, I call them Flimp. You know what I'm saying? Florida EMP, I call them Flimp. You know, without Flimp, y'all niggas are ass.
I mean, that's cool that's your opinion, and you know.
I mean, that's besides to address your little comment about the cross tech and shit. Look, y'all look.
First of all, hold on. First of all, Tampa Bison lost 3 tournaments online before that. He lost 3 line qualified fucking tournaments. Nigga. He's the last person to qualify. You know what I mean? I mean, he got his ass whooped 3 times before that just to get invited. So don't act like don't come in here.
But but my question is this: and we had 2 EMP members over there. How many members of Korn were there?
2 Flimps. 2 Flimps. I can make them Korn, and then you would have nobody. I mean, come on.
How would you be able to make them Korn?
Put like this: their communities make them good, not EMP. They were good players before they got with EMP. They just have your tag. That's the whole point. They're not a part of your community. They're niggas.
So if that's it. So then the same could be said about Justin. Justin came from New York City. And what does he rep right now? He reps Cali. Are we gonna say, oh no, because you came from New York, you don't rep Cali?
Actually, y'all all the time.
New York.
Actually, y'all say that all the time. Actually, y'all still dick ride Justin and call him New York. But I ain't gonna
fuck that. That motherfucker's West Coast. Fuck that shit.
West Coast.
Oh yeah, James. You say that. You say that.
I see that. I even saw that they were like New York on. They did his name on cap. You ain't New York, motherfucker.
Yeah, but you know, you see the inconsistencies though. Yeah. You know, yeah, you see that. But anyway,
the thing with that though is what you gotta understand with that, Nelson, is Seth didn't warm up or play that game at a minute. That nigga has a full-time job and full-time school. That nigga's not unemployed like, you know what I'm saying, the rest of EMP. Our niggas don't get to sit at home and play games all day.
Can I ask you a question? Is this a pre-recorded? Because I remember Chris saying this shit last.
Unemployed without the EMP. You can't spell unemployed without EMP.
I put it like this, Nelson. I could tell Seth right now to practice up a little bit, not even full time, just a little bit, to run against y'all best player and cross tech in the EMP. And I can put any amount of money up that he's gonna fuck each and every last one of the niggas, any of them niggas you put up. I guarantee that.
I mean, look,
my words. I'm saying is
that y'all talk a great game. You keep on talking about this job bullshit. Look, I didn't tell you to go get a job. You went and did that shit. You went and do that. You did that shit yourself. So you can't come in here, right, and be like, oh well, the only reason that we would lose is because we have a job and da 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 da. You did what you had to do to take care of your business. If you getting fucked in gaming and you can't place, that's not my fault.
As long as
you know what's funny? You know what's funny? KDZ has a job. He works with Johnson & Johnson, and he won Evo. So what's your excuse?
And KDZ ain't won shit since Superman got nerfed. So guess what? It wasn't him. It was the character.
Who gives a shit? So then pick up a cheap character to save yourself some time.
So answer me this: if KDZ was really that good in the game, why hasn't he picked up another character and continued to win?
Who gives a fuck? He won. Okay. In the Guinness Book of World Records.
I thought you wouldn't have an answer to that. Okay. Next, back to the original subject. Because I digress.
Because look, first of all, I'm not going to speak on behalf of somebody else. I'm going to tell you their stats and what.
I told that nigga that shit to his face at NEC this past weekend. If you want to keep going, I told that nigga to his face, you a damn bum. Ever since Superman got nerfed, you ain't won shit. And guess what? He had to take the L and he shut the fuck up.
So you know what he could say? He could take the route.
Hey, it's your fault for having a job and not winning. What kind of bum ass shit is that? That would Triforce bum ass niggas over there to quit your job and be better gamers?
Well, first off, he could use the same excuse you guys are using and say, "Well, I have a job, so I don't have time to learn."
Then I'm feeling, and then
I have a job too.
I feel them. When somebody put like this, man, when somebody tell me, like, man, I can't really play like that, I feel them. You know what I'm saying? But when I know niggas are bums and niggas sit at the crib and practice all day and they still getting fucked in games, well, you have no excuse.
None. And that's my point. See what I'm saying? Like I said, that's all that right now is irrelevant. This is the point right here, Nelson.
It's irrelevant.
If I tell Seth right now that we're gonna set up a money match to play whoever EMP throw at us, I guarantee if I tell that nigga right now to practice up, he's gonna fuck whoever, and we could put up any amount of money that you want to put up.
And what?
And cross second, whatever figure you throw at me, I will match it.
Okay, well let me talk to the people that play cross second, and we will figure out what we're gonna do.
It don't even matter who you toss at us. It don't even matter. He gonna fuck that nigga. He gonna pull his dick out and fuck.
That's amazing.
And
but see, here's the problem, right? Is that honestly you're really enthusiastic about this because you guys want to get burned. That's the thing. We don't need to get burned.
No, ain't nobody. We not gonna get burned. See, this.
Let me ask you a question. Do you want an EMP member to make your team famous? Is that what it is?
No, I want to battle with you, niggas.
Man, first of all, before Orlando had some beach money for y'all niggas were unheard of in the community. Besides Sandford winning power up or some shit last year.
Are you kidding me?
Y'all niggas on the decline. Nigga Yipes left.
When did you come into the scene?
In like 98, 97 or some shit, man.
97, 98. So you're telling me at that time, right, that there weren't people in the scene? When we had, to be honest with you, everybody that has been good in any game has been a part of EMP at one point or another.
Okay, but who's Justin with now? You just said that earlier, right?
Yeah, but does it matter who's Justin? So let me ask you this question, right? So let's say we get a sponsorship. No. Just answer the question. If we get a sponsorship, right, for X amount of money, that's like 7 figures, 7 figures, right? Justin isn't with us anymore, and then he bashed us on top of that. So even if we wanted Justin to come back just so we could break bread with him, we can't. So now he's gonna get fucked for a bad business decision by burning his bridges.
Look, man.
So me personally, am I gonna be?
First of all, all those wins that he has through all these years, and little trophies and shit, like 90% of those are Justin's anyway. First of all, so when he left, y'all niggas stock dropped 95%. First of all, nigga, don't get it fucked up.
We have.
Oh yeah. I was around back then, nigga. I know the truth. I know the truth.
So since you know the truth, can you please explain to me the process and what's going on with EMP right now? Since you apparently know everything.
I don't know, or I don't give a fuck, nigga. I ain't come on here to talk about no goddamn.
You don't give a fuck because you don't know.
Like you don't give a fuck about soap and deodorant, nigga. You stinking motherfucker.
Whatever, man. Like, to be honest with you, this is why. Like there's no point in talking to fucking ignorant people, like, cause they
the water, nigga.
Oh God!
Man, hold on, man, cause it's getting out of hand. Wait a minute. This what I want to do. All that little slick shit you trying to talk about, make us famous and all that shit, and get burned. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Okay.
Look, nigga, I grew up in the arcade scene. Niggas weren't scared to play. We put up quarters and play, niggas. So this what I'm taking it back to. Either y'all niggas want to play.
Let me know how you want to do it, and I will talk to them, and I will get it popping.
I tell you what, this how we gonna do it.
Before that, Chris, before you do that, Chris, I'm gonna say like this, nigga. I've been wanting to play these EMP niggas since sometime last year. Now, these niggas ain't never had the balls to say nothing until Yipes and them niggas came back.
Oh, I know.
Until Yipes and them niggas came back, till them niggas got K-Brad and Yipes and them niggas ain't want to play us shit. Cause them niggas know what was up, nigga.
And K-Brad still don't want to play us because he know trying to blow that nigga shot in Street Fighter every time. That nigga know what's up.
And right now, them niggas are at 1,000% strength. I still don't give a fuck. Y'all niggas ass. What up?
That's what I'm saying. So I can care less about being burned or getting recognition. This all about playing supposedly one of the best teams in the sport right now.
No, we are the best team.
This supposedly us playing the Ripley's Believe It or Not Guinness World Book record niggas right now. This what this about for me. You see what I'm saying? This what this about for me. This some arcade shit. See, Nelson, I don't know if you from the arcade, like we from the arcade, nigga. Niggas to see when you come to the arcade, we didn't give a fuck about who that nigga was. We didn't give a fuck about who the nigga was if he got 100 wins on the table right now. Nigga, I put my quarters up and I'm about to beat that nigga ass. Flat out, nigga. That's the end of the story. You see what I'm saying? This what this is about right now, nigga. So you want to know what it is? 2-on-2 AE, yo, 1-on-1 cross teching. Our best player against y'all best player, and then we do a 5-on-5 in Marvel, and we can see who come out on top.
Them niggas ain't got players.
So
I mean, okay.
you guys.
Now that's
hold on, guys.
Hold on. Now I just told you what it is. I just set it up. Now you grab your best 5 in Marvel, your best person in cross teching, and your best 2 in AE. And I guarantee we gonna beat that ass in every game. And mark my words, you put any amount of money up. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking all that. I need all that. I got bills to pay, nigga. I need all that.
So if you have bills to pay, then why are you gonna put your money on the line and lose it?
Oh, my bill's already paid.
Yeah, put like this, man. That comes with the risk of betting, man.
So when do you want to get this done? So when do you want to get this popping?
Is y'all niggas playing what, man? What's up, man?
See, the thing about it though is, Nelson, if you don't know or not, I told Triforce this around the time of UFGT 9 this year. The nigga was talking shit on Twitter. He said, "Oh, we gonna come to UMaCon, real rap this, real rap that." I'm like, "Okay, nigga, you can stop blowing smoke up my ass and just bring your ass to UMaCon."
So I'm asking you, when do you want to do it? Like, we could skip all the extra bullshit. I'm asking you, when do you want to do it?
What's up, B? Win a brawl, final round, or you want the niggas to come to us?
Nigga, I'm not, nigga, I don't feel like coming to the East Coast, nigga. How about that, nigga? How about them niggas leave where the fuck they at and we can go fight somewhere else, nigga? I don't feel like coming to the East Coast, nigga. We can go to final round. We can do whatever. We can go to final round.
So let me get this straight. So you don't want to come to the East Coast, but then your team.
Y'all not gonna come here? Y'all not gonna come here?
No, I didn't say that. All I said was that.
Okay, well, what you're doing is y'all not gonna come here.
You challenge us, and then you expect us to come see you.
Because Nelson, you don't know it, nigga. When I issued the original challenge, Triforce said he was gonna come to us to UMaCon. He never showed his face. You see what I'm saying? The nigga bitched out on us. So now it's really supposed to be y'all.
I never heard of him speaking with you about that, so I don't know. So I'm only.
See what I'm saying? Because you're not as important as EMP as you think you is, nigga. See what I'm saying? If you was, you would know all this. So once again, I issued this challenge to this nigga months ago. He told me on Twitter. He told me on Twitter. He said we could do this. It's whatever. We could put money up. I said okay, whatever. He said okay, we could do this at UMaCon. We'll come to y'all. I said you sure? He said yeah. He said he was gonna come to UMaCon. Only EMP niggas that came to UMaCon was Yipes and K-Brad and Knuckle Dude. That was it. Nobody else from EMP came. Nobody else. You see what I'm saying? So really, y'all still owe us for coming to us because your leader told us he was coming to us.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So like I said, I'll talk to them about it, and I will see what's up.
But see, you already know what kind of nigga that nigga is, so you know he gonna lie about it because he a bitch.
I don't care. Look, what he told you, I don't give 2 fucks about because that was between you and him. I don't give a shit about that. I'm talking about us getting this shit popping.
So who gonna run it? Who running it on EMP side? You?
What do you mean? For what?
Okay, like right now.
Just work out.
Like right now.
I'm gonna try to work this out. So I need to know when you want to do it, right? So that way I can get it. It's obviously going to be next year, obviously. So we got to figure out when we're going to be going and where it's going to be held at, and then we'll do it. We'll do it as a side event.
Bet.
Because I mean, I don't see the purpose of us doing this shit in a hotel room. You know what I'm saying?
No, this has got to get front and centered. Without a doubt, this has got to be front and center.
Oh, I'm trying to beat that ass in front of the world. Trust me, this ain't about to be no sideline event. I'm trying to beat that ass in front. I want this shit on Spooky stream. I want this shit on the MK stream. I want this shit on Beefoo stream. I want this shit on every motherfucking stream, so the whole world can see how Korn beat that ass. This about to be like some Floyd Mayweather pay-per-view shit on HBO. Y'all niggas about to get fucked.
I mean, like, I would like to get somebody on here that's gonna play in any of these games to have a rebuttal because I'm not. So
I'm reaching out right now.
When nobody that's playing,
because I can't say oh well,
like this,
but I'm gonna whoop your ass in Cross Tekken because I don't play this shit. So I mean,
nobody that's playing Cross Tekken or Street Fighter on the line right now anyway. So it's the same thing, man.
Yeah,
you talking to the general and the captain.
So is either one of you gonna be playing?
I'm not playing shit. I'm fucking with some hoes.
All right, well, so then, I mean, like, all right. I mean, do your players want to come in and like, and you know, get their little, you know, anything that they have to say off their chest?
We'll get to that part later. Right now, we trying to set it up.
Look,
all
man,
that extra shit you trying, you know what I'm saying? We can make y'all niggas a little video if you want to. Wrap it up in a nice little box and send it to y'all niggas so they can play it on whatever so y'all niggas can see it. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Right now, I'm tired of chasing y'all niggas. I'm tired of this nigga Triforce talking shit about the EMP this, EMP that. You see this nigga here, he talked to me about coming here to play us. Nigga don't show up. Nigga
tired of hearing EMP? Like, why? What's wrong? What, like...
Look, nigga.
What's the problem? Like, are you jealous of it?
I'm jealous.
I'm coming for the.
I'm jealous as fuck, man.
Look, nigga. See, you don't get it, nigga. You not. See, I see you don't. You not a competitive nigga. I see.
What are you talking about? I am a competitive nigga. The whole thing about it is that honestly, like, I can't see any of your team members as a Justin or a Sandford or
answer me this. Answer me this.
Or somebody like ultra godlike that makes me be like, holy shit, like,
answer me this.
Well, that's cool. Remix. I don't really care about that. I don't care which
remix. Who in EMP has beat Infiltration?
I believe Tampa Bison beat him in Cross Tekken before.
He did. He put him in losers the final round.
Triforce, you there?
But then did he win though?
He didn't.
Okay, now I remember Seth.
Triforce, you there?
Beat that nigga ass. I remember Seth beating that nigga ass at final round and taking home the gold. I remember that. Do you remember that, B? You see what I'm saying? I remember that. I remember our player beating the best nigga that none of y'all niggas can fuck with and taking home the #1 spot. I don't ever know EMP nigga doing that. See what I'm saying? So why you talking about? Oh, I don't see no player who amazes you and wows you. See, that be them niggas you gotta look out for. You ever heard your grandma tell you to be the quiet niggas you gotta look out for? We them quiet niggas that you gotta watch for, nigga, because you never know who we got. See, you talking all this little smart shit, talking about some Korn this and Korn that. See, I don't care about none of that. See, you think it's about recognition. You think it's about...
That's the only thing I can see it for, because I really don't see, like, the, you know... The point
I'm coming for that ass. I'm coming for that ass. I'm letting you know what it is right now. I'm coming for that ass. Flat out.
Can I be brought up to speed?
We're coming to beat that ass.
Can I be brought up to speed?
Okay. In a nutshell, Korn is putting out a challenge to EMP, and it's your best 2 Street Fighters, 5 vs 5 Marvel, and your best Cross Tekken.
Now watch this. Hey, Triforce.
Yeah, what's going on?
Do you never telling me on Twitter around the time of UGT9, we was going at it, that you was gonna bring your team to Yumacon?
Yeah. Actually, who was I? It was you I was speaking to, yes. Mr. Allcaps, right?
Yep. You know who it is, nigga. Don't.
Yeah.
You know who it is, nigga.
I haven't been to a community event in almost half a year, to be honest with you. The last community event I went to was literally VXG. And then I didn't go to Evo's CEO. I haven't gone to any of these events. So
all that's irrelevant right now. I asked one question. Do you remember that shit you told me saying that it's no problem that you and EMP gonna come to Yumacon and we can get this thing going?
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, see what I'm saying, Nelson? See, so your head nigga told me that. Never showed up.
No. Hold on.
Never showed up.
Whoa.
Never showed up.
Whoa.
Now see where I come from. Where I come from, we call niggas like that pussy.
All right, that's nice. But where I come from, I'm gonna call you a liar, because what you're failing to put out there is that when you're what's the gentleman name? The gentleman that runs, who originally started Korn or run Korn,
He
I forgot the
here.
guy's name.
He here.
No, I understand he's not there.
No,
but
he's here. He's here. He's in the room.
Oh, he's in. Hold on, let me look at the room.
Adonis.
I just want to. Adonis, there you go. Okay, so Adonis interjected and got into an argument with you and told you you can't be calling any shots because remember, you initiated the competition to begin with. And I said, yes. We had a long talk. The conversation should still be on Facebook. And Adonis says you can't call no shots for Korn. And after a few conversations, it got called off on both ends. And we agreed, both ends agreed to it. And that was it. That's the only reason why nothing showed up or whatever the case.
Both ends didn't agree to not playing.
No, Adonis said you can't set up any matches between EMP and Korn because you were not the head person in charge, and I had to go through Adonis. So after I spoke to Adonis, we both agreed. It was just got a la carte. A la carte said there wasn't enough players in Korn to cover enough to fight back against the Empire because Korn was proficient in one thing but didn't have enough players. It wasn't a fair number ratio. Like we would have 15 guys, you guys would have 7. That's not a fair match. And then we would play you guys in games that you're not proficient at. That's not a fair goal. So I said that's true. It's an unfair. It's a disadvantage. So we cut it. So the whole thing about where you come from, you look at us as being scared. That's not even the case. It got canceled. And it was agreed upon on both sides. Now, since you want to bring that up, remember, Defend the North is coming up. There's no need to set up any special events. You can just come to the North, and we will defend the North. It's really that simple. Bring your people for Marvel. Bring your people for all of that. And we have no problems to play you guys. Listen, this is not Finding Nemo or these special guest people where we got to set up any matches. The best time for these type of things to happen is on site at a sanctioned tournament right there and then. Like how when Sandford called out people, I didn't see no one from Korn jumping out of their seat trying to jump on stage trying to fight Sandford. So don't try. Look, let me explain something. You guys are cool and everything. You guys have talented players. You guys are great. You guys are out there and you're making a statement. And you guys are you're representing your brand. You guys are representing your community.
I can't hear nobody.
I got no problems with that. But let's not try to push EMP like. Listen, we are not those dudes. We have no problems in competing against anybody in anything. That's what we do.
That ain't what y'all do, man.
Hold on, both of you hold on a sec. Yipes, you hear me? Oh, he's got to adjust his mic.
Right.
Hey, yo, yeah, hear me?
Yeah.
What's good, Mike? Congratulations on second, nigga.
Thank you, man. And then for celebrating